Greetings, this is Michael W. Ford. Thank you for checking out today's video. I haven't done one for about 3 to 4 weeks. Many different workings, many different kind of chores that I have going on. But I want to take a moment to have a new video, and I wanted to discuss the concept of ritual magic and a framework, the successful components to attainment in ritual, having results. And it's probably a lot more simple than you might think. Whether you have a ceremonial or an altar or a temple room with all the tools you need, or minimal, almost no tools for ceremonial magic. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you connect your framework. The framework, metaphysical framework, is a conception of when you're performing ritual, when you're focusing on and your energies on invocations, on goals, throughout the path of Luciferianism. It's going to adapt, and you're going to adapt it uniquely for yourself. My formulas in their totality will no doubt not be attuned to you. You will have to adapt some of the text and different things. The Luciferian tradition, from my grimoires, my books, each book, each grimoire encompasses or holds in, presents a gateway to a spirit, a patron spirit. And that patron spirit is a transmitting, a giving type of energy and Gnosis for the Luciferian who, in their solitude, in their private practice, away from the internet, away from other people, is the framework of will, desire, and belief. So whether you're theistic, polytheistic, however you approach magic, trust your instincts and throw in those moments your concentrated energy towards your workings. Visualize each word, each thing you're saying, whatever the summary of the invocation is. Visualize each step within your imagination. And let me just say that imagination in the West is considered like fantasy, not real, etc., or an artistic thing. But in Luciferianism, I want you to encourage to accept the imagination as such as how the Sufis, the Sufi mystics in the Middle East would approach it. And the imagination is deeply connected to the jinn or demons or Iblis, Shaitan, Azazel, etc. The imagination is the plane, more or less, the sphere within your mind of where demonic spirits, angels, whatever that is, takes shape. They manifest from your mind based on symbolism and other things, and they'll take that appearance, that energy will form an appearance within your mind's eye. Your imagination already has connections to that, on to how powerful or what that represents in your connection. So the imagination is the in-between, the liminal state of where you focus your energy, your will, desire, belief, in your ceremonies, in your spells, in your meditations, invocations, etc., towards manifesting what the black flame, or samum, the gift of Luciferian spirit consciousness, self-awareness. It's where you take the imagination and that plane, and it becomes manifest by the energy you put forth internally and into your immediate world. So that's very important. Trust in your instincts. I'll show you something. This is a first edition Equinox by Aleister Crowley, printed by him in the UK in the early 1900s. And this, if you can see it, is an ad for the Goetia. His version, which came from Mathers from the Golden Dawn. And as I look through this very inspiring and special work, you see but words on a page, essays, presentations of Crowley's ideals, and also those associated with the OTO as it was formulating. And what made Crowley's Thelema manifest strongly, which fueled the Luciferian tradition to some extent, is the imagination and the will of, in those moments, total belief in what you were doing. And when you can do that, and you suspend disbelief during those moments, you will have internal gates open within your subconscious, those energies from outside of yourself. Call it the abyss, call it a spiritual plane, anti-cosmic, the Sitracha, the other side, if you will, the Klipoth, whatever you call that spiritual aspect, which is composed of air and the element of fire representing the black flame, that manifests within yourself. You connect with that. Thus, you are the temple, the seat, the throne that directs it and manifests it uniquely as a Luciferian, a black adept, an individual. This is the first facsimile copy of the Goetia by, and it was published even with camel hair cover paper on the cover by Equinox booksellers in 1976, the year I was born, in London. This was owned and printed by Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin, who did the amazing early dark ambient soundtrack for Lucifer Rising, which didn't make the original Kenneth Anger final cut. Bobby Beausoleil's equally different but excellent work did. The Goetia here is a very simplistic, structured method of ceremonial magic, goetic invocations. And how we connect with those are by the descriptions, which pass down through the medieval period early on in different forms. And the sigil. The sigil is the connecting point, the signature, the bridge, if you will, or the key to encircling and utilizing that energy. The Goetia, without will, desire, belief, means absolutely nothing. It's all about the individual applying the work, doing the work. That's what gives these kind of astral or foreboding energies associated with objects. It's from the individual, from the black magician. Throughout the course of liberation, illumination, apotheosis, and magic, in Luciferian practice, depending on the individual and their dedication, this cycle of liberation, illumination, apotheosis is a momentum which is aimed towards self-mastery, mastery of your immediate world, attaining your overall desires, You will have mistakes, you will have failures, you will have hard times, but you'll conquer those by your will, desire, belief, your Luciferian spirit. Once the attainment in the great work, which is similar, identical to Crowley's Thelema, the holy guardian angel, or one's unique personal daemon or jinn. This daemon is an idealized aspect of your higher self. When you evolve and grow towards what you've perceived as your daemon, it is much further and beyond you, to where you continually transform. It is your personal God, the mediator between you and spirits, daemons, deities, deific mask, whatever you call it. It is the focus, the mediator that focuses that energy towards, through your subconscious, by your will. How do you know you've slowly started to experience the coming forth of your daemon, the shadowing forth? There are a couple key things. No matter how you perform and the methods you use to attain conversation and the coming forth of your daemon, it is a sharpened sense of purpose in life, a passion, what you feel driven to do, what you're compelled to do. It can be artistic, it can be something with family, it could be anything that your focus really kind of idealizes and in essence describes you. A change in personality towards a stronger will, a more focused type who understands instincts and how intuition and those are bridged together. It opens the gate, and it's a type of self-deification over time. It is you're becoming manifest of a specific daemon or sabbatic circle of demonic deity, the dead and yourself all in one. This is the essence of magic. Now, my works, Bible the Adversary, all of my grimoires, are records and also instructions of my initiation at that current time, but also presentation on how one may unlock them, also exalting the pandemonium, if you will, the Luciferian hordes. One thing that I did, which was considered forbidden at the time, was in the Goetia, the invocations are calling upon the Hebrew and Judeo-Christian Tetragrammaton Adonai, their God, the Judeo-Christian Yahweh, to control and in a way enslave the goetic spirits. I could not connect with that. So there was through a study of like the papyri, the Coptic, various traditions of ritual spells and magic from antiquity on, I structured a exaltation and praise of the adversary in its many forms, in invocations which honor and exalt the other, the demonic, and also our potential as black magicians, as Luciferians or Satanists. This is the difference, and that is the amassing turning point. And I will tell you, with one of my Book of Shadows, which contains a lot of the invocations, you have the beginning, and this is my personal sigil of my daemon, that I've utilized for a long time. The many workings in here, and here's a depiction of the Hellenistic aspect of my daemon. This is of Azalusel, my daemon, from Bible the Adversary, and AKHTYA as the Aramanic dark aspect. We have a vast journey, a talisman, a sigil, connecting my blood to the powers that are during the workings of fallen angels. You see, you can be creative and unique and individual in your way. Just invest, will, desire, belief. Don't toss around theories endlessly, argue, seek answers online. Take something, take one of my works and apply it and throw yourself into the work. Make it adapt and balance within your life of what you have going on, so it's not just some passing trend. You will notice, in the mundane sense, gradual accumulation of liberation, illumination, and apotheosis. Thank you once again for watching. Please like, subscribe. Visit the Luciferian Apotheosis for all of your left-hand path supplies, clothing, etc. Very serious and very tongue-in-cheek. Also, you can find all kinds of products in that sense, for as serious as you wish to be, or to kind of outwardly portray and project the beautiful essence of the artistic expression of the devil. In all of these works, we have much to do, and to live by example is to express and expand Luciferianism further. I want to thank the Order of Phosphorus, which is rising to the public sector once again soon, and all of the publishers that I work with, Italy, Peru, and all the other countries. Banama Arama.